Here are some hints and tips for the higher level Junior Cert Irish paper. You will have enough time in 2 hours, but here are some recommended timings on what to spend on each question. For the listening and the reading comprehensions, the easiest way to get the most marks is by practicing. Practice every single one in your paper, including the sample papers. As well as this, know your question words. Make sure you know your question words, then you're covering yourself for the listening and you're covering yourself for any question on the paper, really. My top tip to do this is get flashcards with the question word on one side in Irish and the answer in English on the other side. For listening, while you are waiting for the examiner to set up the audio, make sure to get out a highlighter and highlight the question words. If it's easier for you, feel free to jot the English above the question so you know what they're asking. Remember, you hear everything twice. Start off with whatever question you're most confident with, whether it's a literature, whether it's a reading comprehension, the creative writing, go for it. When you are tackling the reading comprehension, make sure to highlight the question words, and then I recommend highlighting the answers in the text and then transferring them in. Don't forget the last part of the reading comprehension is it's usually a creative question. For example, would you like to go to this event? You always get marks for saying you would like to go or you wouldn't like to go, and then you always have to give a reason why. With your literature, make sure to know the title of the literature, so the story, the poem, the drama, the novel, and make sure to know the author. There are 2 marks going for this. 1 for the title, 1 for the author, poet, etc. So make sure to know them. They're easy few marks to get. For your literature, the drama, the story, and the novel, make sure to know a character really, really well. Make sure to know a main event. Make sure to know a turning point of the story, and make sure to know a thema. For your poetry, also make sure to know a thema. Make sure to know Nahiavana, the images, and the Mohukan as well, the feelings. Fill the boxes, please don't leave any empty space. You want to give as much information as possible, and I always tell my students you need to write your answers as if the person correcting has never read the story, poem, etc. So give a lot of detail. In regards to the creative writing, usually 2 pictures come up, you have to talk about one. Make sure to tick off the bullet points as you go along to make sure you're answering the question. Don't just give these bullet points, make sure to give more. This is where you can really stand out in the paper. What they're looking for is descriptive language. They're also looking for a wide range of verbs. Please feel free to screenshot what I'm about to put up. It is 2 pages of verbs in the past tense. That could really, really help you. Grammar section, I really don't want you to worry about. Give it a go. I have one on Lena Barney, and you're going to have one where you circle the correct answer. You have a decent chance of getting them right. In regards to this, make sure to send it out in your head. If you're unsure and it sounds good, go with that. Go with your gut feeling. And my last tip is make sure to stay within the margins. If you run out of space, no worries. There's always extra paper at the end. Just make sure to label your question correctly. G'nari Live If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you.